Hi everyone, it's NeeNee. I forgot to record an intro to this while I was still in makeup. So I thought, well, I'll just quick throw the bee stuff on my dog and then do a little intro. So this is a zombie makeup. It's just a zombie bee. He's over it. So if you want to see how I did the zombie look, please stay tuned.
Hey, who's a good baby?
Well, first things first, I have a shirt on. I'm not naked. I'm taking Orc by Wolfe Fx and putting that down as my base layer. And I was a dodo and forgot to mark out where the wounds in my teeth were going to be, so I had to go in with a makeup remover and clean up some of the areas. Then I took Storm Cloud by Mehron and a cotton wedge thingy and dabbed it all over because I really wanted it to be a mottled look. I'm taking the purple from Juvia's Zulu palette and adding that by dabbing it around. And then without cleaning off my brush, I'm taking the red from that palette to add some around my eye. I'm taking the brown from the Juvia's Warrior 2 palette to add some shading and contour to make it look like my cheekbones are sunken in. I'm shading under my chin because zombies don't like to have double chins either. I'm taking some of the black and gray from that Warrior 2 palette to darken up some of the areas and add more depth. And last sip of coffee before I paint on my teeth. Using Mehron Paradise White, I'm adding my teeth. Using a red by Wolfe Fx, I'm adding the bloody wound areas and the gums of my teeth. I'm using this maroon color from Raine to add some shading to the edges of all the red areas. Since those areas are supposed to be sunken behind my skin, I am adding some gray black shadow to the edges. I wanted my eye to look a little bit more sunken in and bony, so I added a little bit of depth with a black shadow and then softened it with a Q-tip so it wouldn't look like such a harsh line. And then I added a gray bottom lip. I wanted to try this new liner by Mehron for my fine detail lines, but I thought that the brush was putting it on a little bit too thick, so then I tried using one of my tiny brushes to put the product on, but I still felt like it was coming on too thick. Sometimes too thick is not a good thing.
That's what she said.
So I went back to using a trusty black eyeliner for all the details. I'm taking a concealer on a tiny brush and going around the edges of all the gums and the wounds to add some highlighting. I'm also adding a good chunk of it to my cheekbone because light stuff is closer to you and dark stuff is farther away from you, and I want my cheekbone to really look like it is popping up and the rest of it is sunken in, and so by highlighting the top of the cheekbone it helps to make it look like it pops up a little bit more. Now for some fun illusion work. I'm outlining the edges of my zombie with a black liner, and then I'm adding some shading with a shadow underneath that so that it looks like it's underneath the skin. I'm taking the NYX contour palette to add some wrinkles around the edges because if your skin was pulled back there would be some wrinkles. I'm using cool tone browns for this because that looks more natural. I'm coming back in with that concealer to make those wrinkles look a little bit more realistic. And I'm coming back in with a darker brown to deepen up the wrinkles. Back to my teeth. I outline them in black and then fill in the negative space, then add some shadow along the gum line. This zombie does not brush her teeth, so I add some brown eyeshadow. I'm adding pink squiggly lines to the wounds and gum to make them more meaty. And then adding yellow shadow to the teeth to make them look even more nasty. Adding white highlight to the gum line. Because your mouth curves and the sides of your teeth are farther back, I want them to appear farther back by adding black shadow to them and then highlighting with white. I'm adding my little bow and antenna. And then lining my eye with the Milani eyeliner in the shade Picante to make me look even more zombie-like. And that's the zombie. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.